Hey, ioStux here. If you like the coaching sessions I upload, make sure to visit ioStux.com to book your own session. My sessions always come with my unique Coachee Pass, which allows all of my clients to ask me unlimited questions via Discord DMs. They can even include replay codes with their questions. This way, even getting a single session gives you an unlimited amount of value as long as you stay in touch, even if you decide not to get another session after your first. Where other coaches ditch you the moment they're done with their sessions, I'll stay with you until the end. For those of you committed to long-term improvement, you can also check out my multi-session packs. The more sessions you buy in bulk, the cheaper they get, up to a massive 55% off. There are also loyalty discounts where, as you complete more and more sessions, ordering follow-up sessions gets cheaper and cheaper. And for those of you with limited schedules, I also offer weekend sessions. This not only allows you to schedule your sessions on weekends, but you can also schedule them outside of my regular business hours, and it guarantees you a slot as soon as the upcoming weekend, even if the regular schedule is booked out weeks in advance. All that aside, I hope you'll enjoy the session. Hello, number 2. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, much better. Yeah, my Discord server is being a little pepega. How thick is your skin?
I'd say pretty thick.
Pretty thick. Okay, because there's some stupid ass shit in your form that I just had to witness, that I need to punch out of you. And this way I don't need to hold back. But before we start, Mr. Nacho Man, a few disclaimers. First, everything you say, do, or show me during the session is completely confidential, unless, of course, I upload it to YouTube. But even then, everything you say in DMs will forever be confidential. So if you send me nudes, I unfortunately cannot share them. Number 2, I highly recommend you take notes in like a Google Doc or, a notepad or whatever. And lastly, the mantra that I follow with these sessions is once a coachee, always a coachee, which means that if after the session you have any questions, you can just hit me up in DMs, and you can also send me question relevant replay codes. So if you feel like a replay code would help me answer the question, you can send me a replay code. Got it?
Got it.
Very good. So I'm going to skip over a lot of stuff that you put into the form because there's one thing that I just want to kind of move forward because it was genuinely kind of pepega. You wrote down, I thoroughly believe if I made a conscious effort to climb to diamond, even with my current, I'm assuming like your current schedule, I could do it in a few weeks, but solo queue and consistently having a 60-40 win-loss ratio is discouraging. I have several areas in which I could heavily improve, but I never really focus in on those issues one by one and overwhelm myself. Okay, so that part is like some of the dumbest shit that I've read in a long time. You said that you're discouraged because of solo queue and because you're consistently having a 60-40 win-loss ratio. Yes. Can you think of why that's a little dumb? I'm not saying you're dumb, I'm saying what you wrote is dumb.
Well, I can see why it's dumb, but also that's why I sent you in DMs the updated document because I purchased.
Yeah, there was something. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go over the the thing in a second.
All right.
But I want to go over the original answers because again they're a little questionable, and it's not that old. I mean, this is like what, December 3rd. It's not like you're a changed man, I mean,
yeah.
So what do you mean by solo queue is discouraging?
Like just playing the game and getting 60-40 roughly win-loss ratio.
But you specifically said solo queue. Elaborate on solo queue. So it's not solo queue that's frustrating you?
Solo queue is just exhausting.
In what way?
A lot of
what is this mid-plat solo queue? How is that exhausting?
Just playing the game over and over and over and seeing the same quality of games.
So why are you here if you don't enjoy it?
Because I want to improve at the game.
Okay, but what's that gonna change?
I would just be better at the game that I play a lot.
Well, yeah, but do you know how ranked works? The whole point
In
behind
theory.
the whole point behind ranked is so that you win half your games, you lose half your games. So how does
True.
improving fix this issue? You know, like if the game isn't fun right now, why do you expect it to be more fun if you climb?
I don't expect it to be more fun if I climb, but it would be nice to just be better at the game I play often, and it would probably encourage me to want to improve farther and whatnot.
So your motivation for improving is that it'll motivate you to improve further.
Yeah.
But you don't actually enjoy solo queuing for ranked.
I wouldn't say I don't enjoy it. It's just tiring. Most of the time I play Overwatch, I'm playing with 2 or 3 friends at a time, but I run solo queue ranked quite a bit still.
I'm confused. So why are you here?
I'd like to improve at Overwatch.
Well, okay, yeah, no, okay, that was a dumb question. I'm sorry. No, what I'm asking is, it sounds like you're not genuinely okay. Maybe this is a good way to phrase it. Usually, the people that come to me are so in love with the game that they are investing all of their time into it, all of their free time, and they enjoy that time, and they want to improve. You know, because the game is actually fun. But I'm kind of not getting the impression so far that you actually find Overwatch, you know, super duper enjoyable. It's more of a thing that you kind of just do to pass the time, and you're like, you know, there's a sale going on, might as well see how it goes.
Well, the sale was most definitely what and had encouraged me to get a session, but I had also taken a break from the game for quite a while, and I'd recently gotten back into it, so I've been wanting to get better because I know that I can be better than what I am right now.
Okay. So you got the
very
session
easily, but I do enjoy the game.
So you enjoy the game, but you don't. It's like a love-hate relationship.
It was for a while, but I've started to get back into it the last several months. So
okay,
and I want to continue to play and get better.
So you said it's discouraging to have a 60-40 win-loss ratio.
Yeah. When at the end of 2 hours I see I've gone up 80 SR or whatever, just having that lack of a large metric.
Are you trolling?
I guess. No.
I swear to God, dude, this is so dumb. I actually can't. Okay, so if you have a 60% win rate.
Yes.
So that means you're climbing.
I'm climbing.
Okay. So I ask again, why are you here? I mean, you're already climbing.
Because I know that from me having played this game so much, there's definitely a bunch of habits that could be broken that are dumb, but I've subconsciously developed.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're climbing. I mean, okay, so what's your expectation? Because if a 60% win ratio is discouraging, I mean, what do you expect? Do you want like a 90% win rate?
I mean, that would be nice, but like I had said, my point with the original doc was like I had done that doc really late at night and answered those questions, so I knew that there was some dumb shit in there, and that's why I had updated it since I had rescheduled. Okay. So, but yeah, I would agree.
I mean, you do see how that here's the important part, the important part for me, right? I don't really care. I'm indifferent. Okay, what you do with your time, you know, whatever. But my personal, professional opinion here is that if you want to seriously improve at the game and grow as a person, you need to reach a point in your life. Okay, I'm going to copy this into the chat so you can always look at it. Okay, I need you to reach a point in your life where you read through what you wrote and you feel this this gut-wrenching feeling of shame about you having written that, about having written something so incredibly senseless.
Stupid.
You know, like legit, it does. I thought it was a typo or something, you know, like maybe you meant to write 40-60 win-loss ratio, you know, but like you're out here, you have a 60% win rate, which is on the higher end. Usually most people who climb have like a 40%,
55,
like
45, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you basically have like the win rate of a Smurf, right? And you're climbing, you said you climb 80 SR a day, which means that in like 10 days, you would have climbed up to fucking what, Masters? And
Sure.
do you see how this like is a little, doesn't like add up, you know? Again, I'm not saying you're trolling, but it does sound like a troll. Like I think there's a little part in your brain that's like trolling.
I would agree, and that's why I'd taken back what I had written there, because I also had agreed reading back over it. It was dumb.
Okay, very good, very good. That's all I care about. Again, sorry for like sounding harsh. I'm not insulting you, but as long as you know that what you wrote there is like so fucking senseless, it's all good. Okay, we can move forward now. I don't think there was like anything super duper interesting. You were unsure about the monetary investment, yada yada yada. That's okay. You wrote down some questions in the form. I don't think that those were updated one. Yeah, go ahead.
I had a few questions in the updated one. Or
so do you want me to just completely ditch the old one and I'm just gonna go over the updated one you sent?
Yeah, I think that'd probably be the best idea.
Okay, good.
Because I had actually thought about the questions a lot more.
Okay. So, the first thing I need to ask is Ana, Zenyatta, Baptiste, Zarya. So you queue for tank and support?
Mainly support. Tank, I'll climb on. If I've been having a few bad games on support that day or something, I'll swap over to tank.
If you want a piece of advice, when you're having a bad day in Overwatch, just stop playing Overwatch. Like, don't play on an off roll. You know, you really want to have something to like kind of get your mind off things that's as far from Overwatch as possible, because it can get kind of mentally exhausting if your escape from Overwatch is Overwatch but on a different role, you know. And also it's very awkward to constantly swap between the roles, because I don't think I need to tell you that the way that Zarya plays and Zenyatta play
is not the same way,
are very different, you know. It's kind of like
right,
you know, if you're living on the border of like fucking you know, Spain and France, you know, in Spain they have like these shitty toilets where like, you know, you kind of squat down, you know, like not like with a toilet seat, you know, and just imagine like one day you need to squat down to take a shit, and then the next day you need to like sit down, you know.
Right.
A kind of a
it's completely different
weird example, but like it gets pretty AIDS after a while, you know. And it's kind of the same thing here, because you know, you play Zenyatta and you kind of forget about the part that you don't have quite as much HP, so you play way too aggressive.
More aggressive than I should.
Yeah, and then when you're on Zarya, you know, you've been playing support all day. Now you're on Zarya and you play Zarya like a little bitch, you know, just standing in the back, kind of spamming right clicks, because that's what you do as Zenyatta. Overall, not a good idea. I really just, if you don't
take
feel
a break
like
from the
support,
game, rather
just take a break. Exactly. Okay. So your long-term goal would be getting to master rank. Why specifically master? Why not higher?
Because masters, I feel like, is more realistic for the like my current SR. Of course, I want to go as high as I can.
Define realistic. So why is GM unrealistic?
It's not unrealistic, but climbing SR or climbing 1000 SR within that next week or whatever is fairly unrealistic.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you said long-term goal. Your long-term goal is to get to masters.
My long-term goal would be getting as high as I can, but masters is a good metric for where I am now.
In the form you wrote, long-term goal would be getting to master rank, and I'm like, interesting. That's a little pathetic, but I guess.
Yeah, stopping there.
Yeah, you know, masters is kind of a shit rank to stop at. Just,
yeah,
you know, if someone can get the master, they can get higher. What have you done to previously improve? Watching people who play my characters and commentate on their thought process as they play. Used to review my own VODs quite often before the replay system came out. Okay, do you still review?
Yeah, I still review, mainly during queue, but like I had said, I had taken a while break from the game.
Excuse me,
and
you
then
reviewed during queue?
I reviewed during I reviewed like some of the stuff that I remember from like the previous game in queue, and then later I'll go back through the main games where I had felt like there was a lot of issues. Go through them after the play session.
Don't do that. That's also kind of non-intelligent. You want to review games before you play, not after.
Before?
Yes.
Oh, so you are like subconscious of what to look for during your games?
Exactly.
Oh.
You see how that makes a little more sense?
Yeah, so you're aware of the stuff you just went over.
Yeah, like
in
you
the
can't
coming
just go
games.
queue for a ranked game and you're like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to work on, but I guess I'll find out after I'm done playing. And then the next day comes around and you've slept the night over it and you're like, I've forgotten everything about yesterday.
Yeah.
Also, it tends to be like more motivating, because the most motivating thing that can happen to a player is
Seeing immediate improvement.
Yeah, that, and when you see yourself play, so playing the game, you always feel better than watching yourself play. Very often, if you play a game and then you rewatch it afterwards, you're like, wow, when I played that game, I didn't feel like I played this bad. But looking at this replay, like, this is really, really yikes. It's much, much easier to be critical of your gameplay when you review it rather than as you're playing.
As you play.
So what that does subconsciously is that when you review your game, you're going to look at it and you're going to feel like, okay, this is so embarrassingly bad. There is literally no way that I'm going to be playing this badly in this upcoming ranked session. Like, it's very encouraging and kind of motivating in a way, because you can look at it and you can say, okay, even if today doesn't go well, it's definitely going to go better than whatever the fuck I just watched. And obviously,
Right.
You're also going to have like some specific things to work on, and you're going to be more emotionally neutral. Like, it's really bad to review games after a ranked day, because God forbid you have another ranked session where you gain 80 SR and you have a 60% win rate. Oh, whoa, me, I must end my life.
Oh no.
Right? And then you review a
Yeah.
VOD in this terrible mental state. You're about to jump off a bridge. Not a good idea. Just review the VODs before you play. After you wake up, have a wank, eat some cereal, and it'll make things a bit easier. Okay. This doesn't really matter. Okay, you warm up in the range for as long as it takes to find a queue. Again, I always recommend free for all. It's just a little bit more demanding,
Real.
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like the whole monetary investment thing. I mean, you sound young, so it's understandable about the monetary investment thing. Okay. I just need to do this. There we go. What else do we have? I would be fine if the session uploaded to you, yada yada yada, read terms and conditions. I think if I make a conscious effort to improve, I could see results within a few weeks, and I feel like there's several areas in which I could improve, but I overwhelm myself by trying to, okay, this is what you wrote in the old form. One thing you wrote in the form is like, how do I not autopilot in solo queue? And I mean,
Right.
if you would VOD review before you went into solo queue and you actually, found some stuff to work on, then you're not going to
Then
autopilot.
you'd be focusing on that.
Yeah. Should I be using nano and cooldown? I mean, you kind of know the answer to that question. Like, no, you shouldn't literally use it on
Yeah,
cooldown.
literally use it on cooldown, but
it's not an ultimate that you want to like hold on to for super duper long.
That's what I had been saying kind of in the first picture I'd sent you with the like updated questions with the just the ultimate usage when I'm in a losing game, because it'll feel like two of my teammates are dead before I can even find an opportunity to use nano to bring back a fight or to push our advantage farther. And so it feels like I can hold on to it longer than I should be. And so it feels like I'm not having impact with the ult at all in that sense.
holding onto nano is like viable in higher elo, where you can kind of trust your teammates. You know, then you can hold onto it for like a Dragon Blade or something. But like in low elo, for like a random garbage tier Genji player, you know, I wouldn't,
Isn't going to,
I wouldn't hold my nano for him. You know, like if you see him ult and you have nano, then like go for it, but you shouldn't hold it.
Shouldn't save it for it.
Yeah, exactly. And then lastly, how do team sessions work? Wow, good question. I'm just gonna answer that.
I mean,
briefly.
you had answered that to me.
I mean, I'm gonna. It takes like 10 seconds. I don't actually offer them anymore.
Do you not?
Yeah. Because the problem is most of the teams that got them are like platinum or diamond players, and it's kind of a scam because, you know, realistically speaking, the thing that's holding them back isn't their communication or their strats or their teamwork.
The individual.
It's that they suck individually. So like after every single team session, I've always told myself, you know, if like just 2 players on that team would have gotten a one-on-one session, that would have done more for the team's overall win rate than like a team session. So yeah, I figured, you know, let's get rid of them. Okay, well, we're still pretty good on pace. Do you have any questions, or shall we look at some video gaming?
I think it would be good to go over the VOD.
Very nice. I need to launch my game. There we go. Why does it not find my Overwatch? Maybe here? There we go. Can you see Overwatch?
Yep, I'm in.
Blessed. Very good. Okay. Okay. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong account. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, okay, wait, I need to change accounts because all of my keybinds are different. I need to relog real quick.
Oh, for spectating.
Yeah, it's like... that is the wrong password. Yeah, this takes like 2 seconds, right? Let's try that again. Launching Overwatch. There we go. Okay, everything working on your end?
Yes.
Okay, I'm assuming you're Nacho. Okay. Okay, so what do you need to do as Ana?
Burst heal.
No, I didn't ask what Ana can do. I'm saying what should Ana do, ideally. Okay, I want you to look at...
In what sense?
Okay, I'm gonna slow this down here, okay? I want you to look at this, okay? Are you being useful right now?
Not particularly. I should be looking to land a nade or something.
You should be looking, yes, to land a nade, to land a sleep, or literally shooting their Rhine shield gives you more value. Like, whenever you're playing in a Rhine mirror, the enemy Rhine shield breaking first gives the enemy team such a huge disadvantage. You know? So you wasting your time healing a full HP Reinhardt is kind of garbage. Like these, the thing is, you have another healer, you know, like the Lucio can just passively heal up people.
Passively,
if he wants to. You know, you don't need to start healing people until they've taken like at least a little bit of damage, because the value that you get offensively is just more worth it. You know,
like
just getting a few shots into that Reinhardt shield
would put my Rhine up a lot.
Exactly. Like how much shield does your Rhine have? Your Rhine has like, okay, so he already has an advantage over like 400, but maybe you can make that like 600 or 800, you know?
Right.
That's number one. And then two, you know, this goes back to the thing from earlier, looking for a nade, looking for a sleep. Okay. Now when people are getting low HP, this is where you should actually look for heals. Right?
Yeah.
But before then, you know, you need to look for offensive value, because you just used your nade to heal up. And if you've watched any of my sessions before, or you know, you spend your time on Reddit or whatever, using nades to heal people sucks. This is garbage value.
Yeah.
Like the healing from a nade is like
so little compared to the value from
exactly. Yeah, like you can just left click people. You know, like it doesn't really do that much more. So ultimately, when you look at a nade like this, you know, you need to ask yourself: is there like, did I really not have a chance to use it offensively up until
before
that point?
then? Yeah, because and technically, I could have used like 2 nades from the time that the game started until I used that one
Like
nade to heal.
Walk over to and you need to be a little cocky, you know. Right now you're playing a little scared. What I would have done here is your Reinhardt is over here. Everything behind the Reinhardt you control. Imagine like a line kind of going through the map like this. As long as you don't cross that line, you're pretty safe. Okay? You just walk over here, around this corner. Look at basically what the Roadhog does. Imagine you were this Roadhog right now. You just plop your nade down, and you land on anti.
Both of them are anti.
Gives you damage, gives you ult charge, anti-nades them. Maybe Mora has to use her fade, she's not gonna have fade. And then that ability is gone. You've gotten value out of it, that's all you need. Right? And even if it doesn't kill anything, it applies pressure. Imagine if this Doom was anti-naded.
He wouldn't want to go in.
Yeah. Do you think he would have been able to do this with your Reinhardt? And guess
and
what?
Then now they have point control.
If he wouldn't have been able to do this, then you wouldn't need to use your nade to heal the Reinhardt. Do you see how this is all like interconnected?
It comes together, yeah.
Yes. Because now you're on the back foot. Now you're playing catch up. You know, now they are the ones playing aggressively, and you're just kind of waiting for your team to carry you, right? And then sleep darts like this. Don't do this. Long range sleep darts like this are like nice, you know, if you want to farm clips or something, but they don't really give you value. You know, it's better to use it on someone who's in the front, because what's like, if you think about it, you know, if this Zarya is slept right here, that's much more spooky than the soldier being slept fucking up here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Don't try to go for long range sleeps. They're harder to hit, and even if you hit them, they're all the way in the back. You know, they're gonna be snoozing. You know, it's not like super dangerous.
Yeah, they're just out of the fight for a few seconds.
Like sleeping off tanks or like close range DPS just gives you so much more value, because they're in positions where you can actually, you know, do stuff. And yeah, don't hesitate shooting the shield when your team is full HP. Like, a lot of people just underestimate how good shooting shields is.
Yeah.
Sometimes all you need to do is just shoot shields. Okay. Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have nanoed, Ryan.
Yeah, again, using nano offensively is just kind of garbage in low elo, because you rely so much on people actually being good. Nano boosting the Rhine here. I mean, I don't think I need like look how he needs to fall back. Like
how low he was, yeah.
What's
would have allowed him to get back in.
Like, what's the point
he's
behind
just
this
putting in
nano
shield.
boosted soldier if his fucking Rhine needs to fall back? You know. Like,
yeah, now he's just shooting into shield.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't do anything. Okay. And yeah, again, that nade is garbage. Another thing with your nade...
I think I tried to get the Rhine as well.
Yeah, I know, but this isn't a very safe nade. Like, if you just look at this, you knew that... You weren't 100% sure that this is actually going to land. You know, you were just kind of hoping for it. There's nothing wrong with taking a few extra steps forward and really guaranteeing, like, this nade I'm about to throw is 100% going to land.
Yeah, because realistically, if I took a few steps, I wouldn't have
like
died by going for it.
In some situations, you know, like if there's, you know, if I'm going to give you an example situation, you know, let's say there's like the enemy Reinhardt is like right here, like holding the choke, you know, literally you can stand in this corner, walk around
Just
the corner, go past his shield, drop your nade
And
in
then
the
back
ground,
up.
and then go back.
Yeah.
You can get into some really, really technically dangerous positions as long as you're quick enough. But you need to be bold with your nade. You know, you kind of need to have nuts. Okay, again, here you're like healing full HP people. Like, okay, rip him. Yeah, so this is all just kind of a snowball from the previous fight, and honestly the enemy team is using like, what, fucking 4 ultimates. So even if you guys lose this, it's not the end of the world. Why didn't you nade the Moira? Question mark?
I guess I just didn't realize it just came off cooldown.
Okay, this is some Pepega tier stuff. Look, there's the Rhine. He's, oh my god, dude, you're actually throwing.
Well, I mean, I feel like we had already lost this fight, and I already had
yeah,
Nano.
of course, but it's King of Vil. It's spawns are equal. If you kill the Moira, your teammates are gonna be back than her, because
Before
hers
her,
is
yeah.
like, exactly. Hers would be a very late death. Ay, Nacho, your gameplay ain't very crunchy. Okay. Yeah, these nades are questionable. Also, right here, honestly, just nano boost the Reinhardt.
Even there, even
Yeah.
though he's not close, just to get him back to full.
Yeah, like he's kind of going into kind of a dangerous situation. And again, it's not an ultimate you really need to hold onto for very long.
Yeah.
Even if he just gets ult out of it, like it's already going to be pretty good. You need to think about, you need to think less about like, or rather, instead of just thinking about like winning a team fight, also think about just losing them a little less hard. You know?
Yeah.
Like there's a big difference between, like earlier with the Moira, for example, if you would have killed the Moira, it wouldn't have won you the team fight, but you would have lost.
But it would have gave
less
us an
hard.
advantage in the next.
Exactly. And again, maybe it doesn't change the outcome of the next team fight, but maybe you're gonna win it with, you know, 1 less ultimate needing to be used. You know, like it all snowballs.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm saving Nana for so long here. Because I could have built up
I
another.
mean, to be fair, that team fight is over, so it's okay. Like you don't want to use your ultimates to win a team fight like harder. Because ultimately you want to win team fights using as few resources and ultimates as possible.
Right.
Okay, I believe. Ooh, nice try again, but be patient. Like there's nothing wrong with just waiting for the Reinhardt shield to break. Reinhardt doesn't have a 2000 HP shield anymore, like he did back then.
Yeah, it's so much easier to break.
Yeah, just break it, and then you can land a free nade. Wait until the enemy team uses Zarya bubbles, wait until they use heal amp, wait until they use biotic field. You know, maybe don't wait for immortality field, because, you know, you're gonna wait a long time for that, but at least wait until they use some resources. Because look, you know, even if that nade landed, there would have been the Zarya bubble.
Yeah, they cleanse.
Okay. The nano boost there is okay. Nice nade. But I mean, the enemy team is using 1 billion ultimates. Like, you guys are constantly on the back foot. Whenever you guys use 1 ultimate, they use 2.
Yeah.
Okay, reset. You guys have beat Shatter.
I think, yeah, I switched to Bap here.
Why? It's not bad, but
I mean,
what's the reasoning?
I think it was because I hadn't been getting that much value out of either Nade or Sleep, so why am I on Ana? And I felt like Immortality would be...
But does the Ana
Immortality
pick, but is the Ana pick, like, the reason for that?
The... no, it was my usage of her.
Yeah, I mean, do you see how that mindset is kind of going nowhere?
Yeah.
Like, you want to improve. You know, the reason you're not landing shit is because you don't know what you're doing. If something isn't working,
Right.
you need to ask yourself, why is this not
Why
working?
it not
You know,
this will work instead?
you know, are my nades not landing because I'm not getting angles to throw them? You know, are they not working because there's like too many shields or whatever? You know, like figure out why it isn't working and then figure out if there's a way around it. Like swapping characters really is like a last resort.
Last ditch.
Yeah.
Especially since you can kind of one trick Ana
You're kind of stealing yourself the opportunity to actually improve.
by switching.
Yeah. Like instead of solving problems, you're just swapping off them. Also, a general rule of thumb, if your team splits like this, like where the main tank
Always
left
goes
side,
around.
always go with the main tank. Like, it's Soldier and Roadhog. They don't need you.
Yeah, or more self-sufficient.
But that Roadhog, that Reinhardt, he kind of does. Oh Jesus, he doesn't even get the beat. Yikes. Yeah, having a main tank here would be pretty dope. Yeah, again, just shoot shields more. Nice.
And
the
as
thing you need to understand is you can't heal your team to victory. Healing can only delay your teammates, like how fast they die, but it can never prevent it. Like ultimately, the amount of damage coming in is always going to be higher than the healing.
Than
that
the
two
healing
supports
given.
can do, right? So yes, you should heal, but if you actually want to win, you know, there's a reason that supports have offensive, like parts in their kit.
Right.
You know, there's a reason Mercy has damage boost. There's a reason Baptiste has his left click. There's a reason Ana has her offensive nades and whatever. Because that's how
And,
you actually win. Yeah?
And in general, this is a bit unrelated, but as with Bap's left click, how should I be aiming with that? Just like upper chest neck area. I've never been good with this burst fire. But I feel like if I aim for their head, it just goes over because of the 3 burst or whatever.
Yeah, but the burst is predictable. Like it's always the same. You just develop muscle memory for it. Like you
Pull down.
Yeah. Like if you do it often enough, it will become second nature. Like
Okay.
you don't even think about it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, of course you go for headshots. 100%. It's a first-person shooter. You always go for headshots if your character can land headshots. Also, again, right here, you're a little bit confused about like where to go.
Yeah, lost.
Yeah, just go with whatever person is touching point. In this case, you don't like you shouldn't ditch the
You don't
Sigma,
want to
you
go up
should-
to high ground.
Yeah, like you need to stay with the Sigma because he's on the point contesting. The person that's on the point contesting is usually the person that's like in the most danger. Like that soldier up there, as harsh as it sounds, he's not your problem.
Yeah, even
Like,
though he's about
yeah.
to feed.
Yeah, like if he's getting split, then that's his decision. You need to stay with the people on the point. And again, do you see how you're not even trying to like get into the enemy team's face? Like you're playing so scared, you know, run in. Look how much space your tanks are creating for you. You know, your
Yeah,
your
giving me
tanks-
all that space to walk up.
Your tanks are telling you like, yo dude, look at us, we're on the point. You can come on the point as well. That's what creating space means. It's kind of like jumping into the water and being like, hey, you know, the water isn't that bad. You can come in. That's basically what they're doing, but you're not using that. You know, you're like not looking for a nade. It's like there's no sense of urgency. It's like you don't give a shit. You're just heal bot Ana standing in the back, and then you use your nade like that. And again, the question you need to ask yourself against a team that literally doesn't have a shield in front of them right now, is that really the best nade that you can pull off?
Yeah, instead of hitting them.
Sigma shield, do you know how fast this shit breaks?
Very quickly.
It's less than half the HP of the Reinhardt barrier in the last game. Against this team comp, you need to drown in nades. I swear to God. You can literally use nade on cooldown.
If I keep that shield broken.
Yeah, I mean, look right here. You have your nade. Why not stand over here? Do you see how they don't have a nade? And don't have a shield? Bam, shield is gone. Literally free. Free nade on him. Free nade on these guys. And you're back here.
But I'm playing like a bitch.
Where are you gonna nade? You know?
Yeah.
You're not even trying. You're just being like, ooh, you know, I'm gonna heal people and hopefully they carry me to high elo. And I'm not saying int, you know, like if you don't have your nade or if there's like a billion shields, then obviously you can play a bit safer until the shields go away or until your nade comes up.
But in general, I'm playing far too scared.
Like if you have your nade and if there's like no super duper obvious reason why you shouldn't push up, you know, like an ulting soldier or an ulting roadhog or whatever, like just go. They're just not scared of you. Again, like mechanically you're fine. I don't know why you're spamming spacebar so much.
Oh yeah, I've consistently had a problem. Just jumping while I shoot, it makes my shots harder. I just need to unbind it for a day.
On Ana it's okay because she's not that aim heavy, but if you play Baptiste and you jump this much, or like if you play Zenyatta and you jump this much, oh Jesus Christ.
Headshot, yeah.
Yeah, Godspeed getting any fucking 5 orbs on people. Not gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, you know, besides the jumping, like mechanically it's fine, but like what are these nades?
Yeah, they're not getting any value at all.
Again, enemy team literally trash. You know, like shoot the Sigma shield like 5 times and it's down with the damage from your team. Like look how he's using it. What is this shield? He's literally just throwing it away.
Yeah.
Like look, bam, Sigma
it's sitting there,
shield.
gone.
There's literally nothing standing between you. You know, imagine if you actually use the space your team is creating for you. Imagine you standing here. You just go, oh,
yeah. Nade, yeah.
You know? But look, like your Sigma uses ultimate. Why not, like, throw a nade? And again, you use your nade to heal. You're not going for plays, you know? You're like not... you need to play a little bit more Smurfy, almost.
Yeah.
Play a little less respectful. It's not about not playing respectful, it's like actually try playing the game. Right now you're not really playing the game, you know? Ask yourself this question. If you're being 100% completely honest with you. If this wasn't a ranked game, if this was like a custom game against bots, is this how you would play?
Probably not.
No.
But I need to play like that.
Basically.
Or I need to play like I'm playing against bots.
What's the difference between you being in a lobby against easy bots and a top 500 player being in this mid-plat lobby? There isn't.
They're gonna...
It's literally the same shit. And you need to start dressing for the job you want, not the one you have. You know, like, you need to be a playmaker. Okay, nade in 2 seconds. Sigma doesn't have shift. Oh! He did it. God bless. I don't think you put any thought into that. You just kind of threw it, but that was good.
I mean, I threw it in the general direction of the enemy. That was my thought process.
That is an improvement over what I've seen so far. Oh my god. That nade. At least the enemy team isn't spawned, so it doesn't matter. Okay, rip Roadhog, not your problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, try to sleep him! The Roadhog is ulting. At least try to throw a sleep dart his way.
Sleep, yeah.
You know? Again, look, Sigma barrier's down. What does this tell us? Free nade. Please look. Just look at it. Press E. I swear to God, if you don't press E here, I'm actually gonna mauled. Where are you looking? He's full HP and anti-naded. Oh my god. Ay, 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 ay. You can't tell I'm having a bit of a rough time here.
Yeah.
You know, when I read your original forum about the whole about the whole, ooh, I have a 60% win rate, how discouraging. I should have just ended it there and be like, you know what, have your money back. I don't have time for this. Okay, but yeah, jokes aside, just try to do stuff, you know?
Yeah, I need to look for just more opportunities to nade.
Yeah, it's like
I wasn't thinking about like
your
when shield goes down, nade immediately.
Your standards are like too low.
Yeah.
Like, the problem isn't that you're like playing terrible or that you're like feeding. The problem is that you play this way, and during the game, you're like, I'm content with the amount of impact I'm having right now. I'm content just fucking around in the back and healing people. But you shouldn't be content with that, you know? You shouldn't be happy with that. You should be like, what more can I do? You know? Can I land a nade sooner? Can I land a nade on more people?
Yeah.
You know, how can I carry harder? And again, I mean, that nade was okay. A little scuff, but it's okay. Okay, see, like that nade is okay because you were reloading. Using a nade to heal when reloading is okay. You see, that anti-nade was okay as well. Let's see, if you just play to heal, that's always a battle you're going to lose. No matter how good your healing is, eventually people are going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole point behind healing is just to buy yourself more time to land a nade. Did someone just die in the background?
I'm not sure.
Do you need to look?
I don't know what that was.
That, or
okay? I don't believe so. I think my dad's watching a football game in the background.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, so many opportunities to carry, none of them taken. Third time's a charm. Go get him, Tiger. See, again, like if you really look at this, you know, like the dude, words are difficult to use. If you look at this, like your focus shouldn't be, oh, I need to like heal people, right? Literally, this monkey got bubbled so early and he just jumped into your team. Run into his face, aim at the ground, and nade.
Nade.
And you nade him and you just leave him, you know? Why not keep walking forward and try to sleep him as well? Look what your soldier does.
Yeah.
Your soldier goes and he tries to kill him. You know, all it needs is like 1 or 2 extra shots. If he doesn't die here, you're actually through. And he gets healed up. Right there, you could have killed the enemy main tank. 6v5, teamfight is over. Right there, like that opportunity was just thrown at you, literally served on a silver platter. And now your soldier is dead. And do you know why he's dead? Because he was chasing after the Winston, and he's trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Right? But if you would have helped him, then this Winston would be dead, and then he wouldn't have anyone to chase.
And we'd be up significantly.
Yes. So you're responsible for being in a 5v6 instead of a 6v5. Okay. Look, like this Winston, he just keeps going in and out and in and out, and he just doesn't get punished. I mean, that's a nice nade, but again, if the enemy team is on the other end of the map, it doesn't really do a lot.
Yeah, nobody can capitalize.
It's still okay. It's just at this point, this team fight is kind of decided. You know,
yeah, and it was decided because the monkey didn't die when he could have.
See, like you focus on that Lucio instead of the soldier, that's on point. And also you don't need to scope in here. Like you can't see shit. Look how limiting this is.
Yeah.
You know? And then you use your nade defensively again. Okay, just wait for your tanks. Okay, just camp behind your Orisa shield, find a nade. Oh my god, you have 12 shots. Why use your nade like that instead of using it, you know, offensively? Okay. That's good. Could you have saved the Orisa? Okay, no, she kind of got one shot. Unlucky.
Yeah, I think she got right clicked.
Unfortunate. Not your problem. It's kind of a vicious circle, you know? Your teammates die and you're like, oh no, my teammates always die, I need to focus more on healing. But all that does is the enemy team is under less pressure, which means they can apply more pressure.
Yeah, and if they're
And so
dead, they can't apply pressure anyways.
Exactly.
I didn't actually... I had realized that this was a good game to go over before sending you the code, so I hadn't looked over it after that game at all. But even looking back at it now, I didn't realize how many just healing nades I used instead of looking for
just
offensive ones.
Please, just look at this. You're literally positioning like a torp turd. Why is your team holding the choke if you're not using it? Why not stand right here, you know, use all of the space your tanks give you, go around the corner, nade into 4 people, go out. GG. Well played.
Yeah.
Look at that pull. Just imagine.
4-man nade.
Imagine! Yeah. But you need to actually be, you know,
present,
using the space of your team. Why does he land a hook, you know, but you don't land a nade? That nade would have won you the team fight.
Yeah.
But now, not only did you lose the team fight, you also used nano while losing. So you basically lost like twice.
Yeah.
Why is my game? There we go. No dying on my watch. Let's group up here. I'm not even going to ask why you swapped, because I feel like it's the same reason as before.
Yeah. I'm realizing that I'm not getting the nades, but I'm not actively looking for them.
Yeah. You need to search. And again, look how much of a heal bot you are. Look at how little you actually shoot here. Why do they give Baptiste a gun? Like, how much damage did you deal here? Literally 0.
Should I not be healing here though? I feel like.
Well, you can heal, but like you need to do a bit of both, you know?
Yeah.
Like weave, alternate. Heal, shoot, heal, shoot, heal, shoot. Because again, just healing isn't going to win you games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this game is over.
Yeah, and it's
like,
contest from there.
If I go here, you know, like you always want to kind of like, I like to call it spitting, you know, where you don't really aim your heal. You know, you heal, you shoot, you heal, you shoot, you heal, you shoot. I'm not good at this. Like it needs a little bit of practice. But if you get the, do you see how you can like, shoot immediately?
Do both.
Yeah. Again, it's like the timing is a little bit awkward, but when you get it down, you can be pretty effective. You can also like shoot twice, like this. Do you see how much
and I'm
higher?
still getting. Yeah, my APM is so much higher.
You need to,
I'm getting so much more done.
Choose which one is more important. So if you shoot once, like this, you heal and then you shoot, then you maximize your healing per second. So if people need a lot of healing, then you heal, shoot, heal, shoot, heal, shoot, heal, shoot, heal, shoot. Does it make sense? If people aren't taking as much damage, then you heal, shoot, shoot, heal, shoot, shoot, heal, shoot, shoot, heal, shoot, shoot. And again, you don't need to aim the heal. Like this shit, look how fucking large this AoE is. If you're with your tanks, you literally just spit it on the ground like this.
Spit it at the ground.
Yeah, and like that becomes muscle memory, you know, like going down like this.
Yeah, just getting in a pattern of it.
And again, if people need a lot of healing, you just do the heal, shoot, heal, shoot, heal, shoot.
But I shouldn't be continually spamming heal at all.
Yeah. Like just doing this. My dude, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Heal, shoot, heal, shoot, heal, shoot. Okay. The fucking timing, dude. Heal, shoot, heal, shoot. Once you get it like into into muscle memory, it's honestly not that difficult. I just suck.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt Bab's your main character either.
My dude, I haven't played this game in years. I'm washed up as heck. Back then, Baptiste wasn't even out. Trust me. I played when like Ana and Sombra came out. That's a long time ago. Okay, well, any more questions?
I guess that's for questions. No, but it did make me realize how scared I play in comparison to how many opportunities I could be given if I didn't play like that.
What?
Just to actively look for stuff.
I need to think twice about uploading this session though, because I can already see the comments flaming me. You know, being like, "Oh my God, Stux, you are such a dick to this Coachee. Where? You know, why are you so toxic?"
I mean, when I've played the game as much as I have and just played as scared as I do, I mean, it's kind of warranted.
Oh yeah,
but absolutely.
I know what I'm doing. It's just like sometimes people, they like, you know, like with you, I know like how far I can go before you get mad at me, and I can like, kind of tread that line, you know. But a lot of people don't see that line, and they think that I go over the line, and that you're just not acting offended because you want to be polite. But like, YouTube comments are a little bit stupid sometimes. But yeah. I mean, there's you gotta get in in there somehow. Heck yeah. And again, you're handling it well, you know. And again, none of this is personal. Ultimately, honestly, like, if you look back on this replay, you know, maybe tomorrow you can like re-watch that replay just for fun. You're gonna look at it and you're gonna go like, Jesus fuck, you know. Yeah, I mean, after this, I'm already ready to play ranked after this session and just look to win team fights with just the point, being super offensive with Nade. That's the thing. No matter how hard you throw, the next time you play ranked, it's not gonna be as shit as what you've just watched. And like that's what improvement is, you know. It's not about playing amazingly, you know, and having like 100% win rate. It's just about being able to look at your gameplay and say, yeah, like this is so garbage, I think I can do better. And then actually doing a little bit better. But after this, I do have one question because I think this will end up being very beneficial. But I had realized that you had sent on your Discord that the sale was over, but could I purchase a follow-up session right now at that old like discounted price? I am really sorry, but if I would do that for you, then I would have to do it for everyone else. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That said, though, I do understand that the sessions are a little bit pricey. What I can do for you, this is like the best that I could offer, is I'm going to send you the link for follow-up sessions. The way that follow-up sessions work is you can like choose how many sessions you've had in the past. And then the more you've had, the bigger the discount. Technically, you only had one session, which means that you would get like a €10 discount. The best that I could do is I could allow you to use like the full 6-session follow-up discount, which means that the session would still be more expensive than the sale price, but like at least it's a bit more affordable. But again, I can't really go any higher than that because that would be nice. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you use that link, you can just put in that you completed 6, and then I'm gonna like, you know, keep one eye closed.
Clear me,
and then
yeah.
it'll be good.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the link. You can
All right.
also use this link to write a review if you have the time. And again, Coachee Pass. If you have any questions, just hit me up in a DM. And yeah, I guess I'll see you soon.
All right.
In case you're wondering, I would give it at least 1 or 2 weeks before you. It doesn't matter. I'm fully booked until February. Just get the session and then schedule it as soon as you can.
I definitely have a bit of time to play.
Very
Didn't
true.
you say you were backed up like 5 weeks or something?
Yeah, let me
at
check.
this point?
Earliest, so today is January 1st. And the earliest available appointment right now for an Overwatch session is February 3rd. So
yeah, definitely have some time.
I guess I'll see you in February. Okay, have a good one.
All right, thank you. You
See
as
ya.
well. See ya.